Delighted to welcome back on. This man needs no introduction at this stage. One of our favourite guests on the show. Been on the show about us, I'd say, how many times is it now, Ian? Must be about 10 times, 10, 12 times you've been on me in the show. Has to be.
It's got to be.
Yeah,
it's got to be 10 or 12 times.
It's got to be. It is Ian, Uncle Creepy McCall. Big fight coming up next weekend.
If you don't mind, I'm just going to be like product placing all my sponsors as we talk. Just run them by, like my drinks and my meals and my,
Fire away, Mr. McCall.
And my phone's plugged in, so that's why I'm here. And I just woke up at 11 a.m. or 11, yeah.
11 a.m. US time. So, yeah, it is Ian, Uncle Creepy McCall. Ian, first of all, my friends, great news that you're obviously back in there. Last time we had you on, you were sort of doubting yourself. You weren't sure whether the body was going to be holding up. You must be really excited to get back in there. It's been a long sort of side on the timeline.
Yeah, this is something that I never thought would happen again. There was a point, even a few months ago, 4 months ago, 5 months ago, I was over it. I was done. And my arm started to work again. My body's been very, very good this camp. And I attribute that to my coaching staff really syncing up together. I mean, we've never had any bickering or anything back and forth, but now they work together because they know the product they have in me, the product they built, and they've tapered back on pushing me too much. My coach has. I'm the assistant coach, so my coach has other young guys to run through the meat grinder all the time. He puts me in when he needs me, and I get my training in, and I do all my other, things to take care of my body, and it works. It's really nice to be this in shape and not be in that much pain. I mean, sure, you have injuries. I have lingering injuries. I have new injuries, but they're nothing bad.
How much careful have you had to be in this build up to this fight? We've talked about it before, the 7 different surgeries, I believe it was. Have you had to be a lot more, because I've seen your timeline, and I've seen you on Twitter, I've seen you on some of the live stream apps, and your training looks pretty grueling and intense. You've been running down roads with chains on your back. Have you had to really sort of look after and be careful in what you're doing in the build up to this fight?
Oh yeah, big time. And again, my coaching staff is very smart. My strength and conditioning coach, Corey Beasley at fightcampconditioning.com, is a genius. He is very smart, and he's not one of those guys that's stuck in his ways. He's incredibly smart, but he doesn't talk like a genius, where he is condescending and is like, well, I know everything, kind of like certain guys like the Marinoviches or that Marinovich system. They're only stuck on the Marinovich system, like the Nick Kersons, which it works. Don't get me wrong; those guys are very smart and they make champions. But Corey's smart enough to kind of pick from everybody and see what works best to kind of tailor make a training camp for me myself, and it works. I get to train a lot, and if something hurts, my coaches will tell me take the day off. It's not me. My coaches will say, or even on days where they see me busting my ass, okay, cool, man, good job, take the day off. Go hang out with your kid.
Do you feel the body healing up though? Are you still in as much pain as you were when we talked to you the last time? You were constantly. I know I saw the hand here in Dublin a number of years ago. I think you had the neck, you had the bulging disc in your neck, you've had the shoulder, the elbow. Do you feel on a day-to-day basis, are you still in as much pain as you were?
Not as much as I was, but there's still pain. I mean, I wake up with it. Training, I guarantee you'll see me in the fight. And whenever I'm doing this, shaking my arm out, that's because it's just, I have the whole spectrum of symptoms. I have the tingling, the burning, the pain, all this stuff, the stiffness. Sometimes it'll lock up. So that's never going to go away. And I'm okay with that as much as I have to be. So, the way to feel better is to move, to get it moving and to get it functioning. And that's the way to really make your body feel better. And that's, people don't understand that.
What sort of training have you been doing, Ian? Obviously, the hand, I've seen it in person, it's pretty banged up. Do you feel as though, can you still translate, finishing ability in relation to your stand-up with the hand?
Yeah, the hand's not going to be a problem because it's a solid mass now in my hand. I mean, if it breaks, this part of the hand isn't going to break. This big mass here. This is a giant clump of
There's the claw.
scar tissue. It's the smaller bones of a hero break, and it's just a hand. If the hand breaks again, then I'm gonna keep punching with it. So that's not an excuse. I mean, unless somehow it breaks and it hurts that bad where I have to stop fighting, which I don't see ever happening. But no, I'm gonna punch him with both hands as hard as possible.
Look at this fight against Scoggins. You know, is it really win or bust for you? Do you feel that way? You know, the way your body has been beaten up over the last number of years. Is this a must-win fight for Ian McCall?
Oh, of course. Every fight's a must-win fight,
but more so than ever.
Yeah, more so than ever because it's been almost 2 years since I fought, 18 months or however long it's been. So, of course, I have to get this done. I have to get this win, and starting over again isn't in the cards. Especially now I have other jobs, and I have the radio show on Dash Radio every Wednesday, 5 to 7, Hot Button Channel. I have my podcast. I have stuff like that to do, and
story time with Uncle Creepy.
Win. What was that?
Story times, bedtime stories with Uncle Creepy.
Yeah, story time with Uncle Creepy is the name of the podcast, and then American Animals is the name of the radio show. And it's going well. I mean, awesome. This week we had on we had Ryan Beat, who's a truck driver, like a off-road racing truck driver. And obviously we record them a few weeks in advance. Yeah. We've had football players and porn stars and playmates and, like Chuck Liddell will be on soon. He was on my podcast recently. Just a plethora of people, because myself and my co-host, Eric Apple, have a lot of, like, finger quotes, cool friends, people that are somewhat famous or know famous people. Or my girlfriend, she was... she does all the scheduling for my show, to be honest, and she knows fucking everybody. I mean, she was a WWE diva at like 19. So.
Okay, all right. Anyone we know?
Yeah, what was that?
Anyone we may know?
Oh, Ryan Shamrock.
Okay, all right, okay, yeah, of course.
Yeah, so she's been helping me out a lot. Because I don't need to be focusing on anything else but fighting.
Yeah. I want to get your thoughts, right, and you're going to laugh at this one. Two guys we've talked about in the past, and you hate this guy, Jon Jones. What do you think about the whole situation was gone with Jon and your other buddy from Team Alpha Male, Chad Mendes? Your thoughts on the whole situation at the moment?
Well, you know what, Chad, I genuinely like. Chad's my favorite person at Alpha Male, and like I've seen Chad. We went to school in the same city in college. Remember last time I saw him up there, everyone's like, hey, guess who's in town? Guess whose birthday it is? Like, Chad, and all the boys are here. And, I remember me and Antonio Benuelos were fucking wasted, and we're at a bar, and all these guys walk in like wife beaters and tank tops, and it's nighttime at a club. and of course it's them. And they all walk in, and they're all staring at me, giving me these sour faces, and then Chad walks in and just goes, hey, gives me a big hug. What's up, bro? Like, and looks at those guys like you're a fucking idiot. Because Chad's a cool guy, and most of the shit talking I do against Alpha Male is just being silly. Because you have to appreciate those guys and what they do. You have to appreciate Uriah. You have to appreciate the whole group because they're studs. Yeah, I just like talking a lot of shit. But Jon Jones, as far as that goes, actually, back to Chad. I believe Chad probably took a supplement that was tainted. I believe that. Even though all the Alpha Male guys are shaped shockingly the same, and they're jacked all year long, but whatever. No one's ever tested positive, so you can't say anything. And whatever. Everyone, who cares? I'm sure I fought guys on steroids, and I don't give a shit. But Jon Jones, he's been in trouble for violence. He's been in trouble for recreational drugs. He's been in trouble for crashing his Bentley with a DUI with two random chicks that weren't his woman, his baby mama.
And one of those ladies got pregnant.
Yeah, he hit the pregnant lady, and now, of course, he's going to do steroids. I'm not a cheater. I believe you weren't a cheater before, but that smell test that USADA talks about. I said it a long time ago. He's dumb enough, and John is a moron. Okay, because if you want to cheat, you don't post pictures of you before and after. Like you spent your whole life being an elite athlete.
Yeah.
You come from a family of elite athletes. I mean, him and his brothers are all crazy. They're some of the best athletes on the planet, if not the.
Definitely.
And you still look like just a normal guy, a tall, skinny guy who's not, you're in shape or whatever, but nothing crazy at all. If anything, you're not that, you don't look that impressive. So all of a sudden, you're just this,
Beast.
hulking, beautiful, fucking creature. And it's like, dude, really?
Yeah.
And I said, okay, so Mystic Max, always talks all these things out. If I'm going to say something like that, I'm going to keep it to myself because I don't want to call people out on things like that because it's not cool. Oh, you're fucking on steroids. Well, it was obvious.
Yeah.
And now he says, oh, I never took steroids. It was a supplement. No, it wasn't a supplement, dude. You took steroids. You tried to cycle off while you were in trouble. Because what he did is his personality. He saw a window of opportunity to say, oh, well, I'm not going to get tested for a while. I am... I'm in trouble for hitting that pregnant woman and whatever else happened with that. So he saw an opportunity to cheat and he took it. And then of course when he starts training, he gets off the juice and comes back to real life. Then I'm sure training as hard as he trains, because he does train like an animal, his testosterone drops, but his estrogen's already building.
Yeah.
His estrogen, because he put so much endogenous testosterone in the system, that he had to take it, or I guess any person that does a cycle of steroids has to do those kind of Clomid or whatever the fuck it was that he took, and he got caught, and it's just he never admits to anything.
The thing that gets to me is the people that he's let down. The fans, first of all, but the people close to him, as in, Greg Jackson, Mike Winkle, Brandon Gibson, Izzy Martinez, the guys around there. And it's not happened once, as you said, it's happened time and time again. Their patience must be wearing very thin with them. I know you're a guy, you've obviously had problems in the past and stuff, but with Colin and things like that, but obviously you've made amends for it, and it wasn't in that sort of sneaky manner in which Jon, I think, has done it, which is the
I always owned up to it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, but you're on us to come out and say it. Okay, let's get back to the fight that you have upcoming with Mr. Scoggins. Is it the love of competition, Ian, that has got you back in there? Is that it? Like, we've had things in the past that have happened with you. We had the DJ fight, which you definitely won in my eyes. Is there a little bit of bitterness? You've told me in the past you're a vindictive, bitter guy. Is that the little itch that has really spurred you on, and that love for competition to get back in there?
The bitterness and all that stuff's gone away.
Yeah, I was about to mention that as well. Is that a huge part of the focus, knowing that this could be the last opportunity to get rid of that?
That's what it is I got over all the rest of it because, whatever else happened in the past is the past. But now, knowing my body works again is like a golden ticket. Yeah. I'm like, cool. I thought this wasn't ever going to work again. And at first they asked me, they said, hey, do you want to fight in South Dakota? And I said, no. you know what I mean? South Dakota's beautiful. I could go maybe hunt after I fought, but I don't want to go to South Dakota to fight. From a business thing, I just don't. And they go, no, do you want to fight in South Dakota? I said, no, I don't. And then my coach, he said, because Justin had beaten one of my teammates, Josh Sampo.
Yeah.
So my coach wanted the fight, and he just said, no, we're taking the fight. And I said, yes, sir. Let's get ready. Okay. So, I mean, it is the love of competition, and I see a young, hungry kid who's, it's a good fight, man.
Yeah,
he's a stud, and I have nothing but respect for him. I think right when the fight got signed, he started following me, and
back and
we
forth,
started following each other, and he just seems cool. I like him. I like his style.
I'm surprised you like him. I was going to ask you that. Is he the kind of kid that might get under Ian McCall's nerves? No,
he seems cool, and I never met him, but I mean, he seems like a nice kid, and I I like his style, you know,
he's a good fighter, man.
and I remember when I was his age, and I had to fight a guy my age. That was my first loss. I got my ass kicked. And granted, when they called me to fight, I was on drugs. I was partying my ass off, and he's not. But you know, it's a different time.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to carry on teaching a lesson to a young man that needs to be taught a lesson, because he'll bounce back from this. He'll bounce back from this loss, and he'll come back better. But it's not his time. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna teach him a lesson, and you know, and then I'll buy him a drink after.
We've spoken in the past, obviously, numerous times, and you know, this time I think there's a different Ian McCall. You've said it to me in the past, and I think you've been a little bit maybe be lying about things, but you seem really focused going on by your training and things like that. I think maybe the injuries have made you realise that you know, you've spent, what, as we said, 2 years nearly out of the game.
Yeah.
Is this the most mentally stable Ian McCall has truly and honestly ever been going into a fight?
I would say so. You know, I would definitely say so. It's just having I guess the gym responsibilities, the coaching responsibilities, the being a role model kind of thing.
Responsibility.
It's taken hold, and I love it. I love that opportunity that my coach has given me, and I really embraced it. Running a kids program, running a beginners program, helping the team, and doing everything. It's really made me realize, this is my life.
Yeah,
I've got a master's degree in fist fighting, and I need to take advantage of it.
Do you feel as though, when you look at the John Lineker fight, that's your last fight, John Lineker, wasn't it? That was the last scrap?
Yeah.
I looked at that fight, I watched it again the other day, and I felt as though you couldn't really, mentally, you didn't look as though you could pull the trigger, put everything together. Was that the case in that fight?
Completely. Just personal issues that it's always women with me. And I'll be honest, it's just what it always is.
Yeah.
So it was an issue, and now it's not. In my old age, I guess I've just grown up, and it's easier, and when you really look at it, this is just a fight. Just a fist fight.
Yeah.
Granted, there's a lot of money on the line and whatever else, but it's all it is. It's another day in the gym, and I beat up kids all the day, all the time.
Is it about translating it into the octagon then? And how are you going to mentally pull that trigger on Saturday night against Justin?
Just do it.
Yeah. I'm
clear-headed. I'm happy. I'm in a good state, and it's just on point now. And I've been working with Vinny Shorman since
my coach,
that last fight. So
Vinny's coming up on your podcast as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, he gets out here tomorrow. Actually, He lands tomorrow. I'll see him on Sunday, and he'll hypnotize me and do all the the timeline therapy and all that stuff.
What have you noticed? What has he done exactly with you to really make you focus and put that trigger into your mind so you'll be able to execute it on Saturday night?
I don't. Part of it I don't know, because he hypnotizes me, but and no joke, he can hypnotize me over like right now, FaceTime.
You serious?
He can hypnotize me over FaceTime. I thought it was bullshit, but because Joe Schilling was talking about it.
Record that shit, man. Record that shit and fucking put it up of him fucking. That would be funny. That would be funny.
And even Joe Rogan is sold on it, and he's like the biggest skeptic in the world. It works, and it's awesome, and he's kind of like a therapist almost. Like he tells me when I'm doing something wrong, when I'm doing something right, when I'm being an idiot, when I'm being an asshole. Like whether it's in fighting or whether it's dealing with my beautiful mother that's right here, or my kid, or my girlfriend, or whatever. It's whatever he's done. It works. He's just made things. He's simplified it and conceptualized everything for me, and it's worked out.
Brilliant stuff. Ian, you mentioned your family there. You said your mother's there. You obviously your daughter London. You have your dad, your brother. How do they feel about you getting back in there? With all the injuries, everything that's happened over the last couple of years. You know, what's their thoughts?
I promised my mom and my family, and my daughter, that if I break one more time, I quit. I'm done.
Okay.
No more surgeries. But my parents like what I do. They know how much I put into it. They know how good I am. They know, and they have faith in me, and they've supported me for far too long. So they're excited. They're always excited for me to fight. They're having a big party at the house with all the neighbors. You have all, it'll be a good time.
Awesome stuff. Someone was asking for you as well recently over in where was it, Rotterdam. Mr. Neil Seary told me to say hello to you. He was asking for you there recently. You're a good pal.
He's
Neil.
a good dude. I like Neil a lot.
Yeah, he's a good dude, Neil. So with a win on Saturday, Ian, I know you're going for DJ again. Is this the final push for Ian McCall to get back to that flyweight and really promote the division the way it deserves to be promoted? I feel, anyway, personally.
I would say so. If I string together one good run, go out there and get after him, that's what I'm focused on. End all be all. Hi, baby, my daughter. But yeah, that's the goal. If you don't have that goal in mind to be champion, then I don't know.
I agree.
What the thing is, because making it to the UFC is cool, but it's not cool enough. It's not. And for some people, I get it. You make it to the UFC, that'll give you a name to open your own gym in whatever small town you grew up in, and you're the known fighter there, and you fought in the big show and blah blah blah. Well, I'm not that guy. I was champion once, and I want to be champion again. So it's a different outlook, and it's not like I'm a Justin Scoggins where I'm this young kid with stars in my eyes, and that's all I see. No, I've been there. I know what it's like to hold that belt, and then be the best guy. To have people tell you you're the best on the planet, like there's 7 billion people on this planet. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. It's a big deal, and it carries a lot of weight, and I still feel like I'm the best, and that says a lot because DJ's really good.
Yeah, one of the pound for pound fighters in the world, Jon Jones, and him. I'd probably give it a DJ at the moment because the way Jon has conducted himself recently, and I don't think he deserves to be at the top of that list. But listen, Ian, man, I'm delighted you're back in there. I'm really happy that you're returning to the octagon, like a lot of the other Irish fans and fans worldwide of the sport. I think it's great to see you back in there, and I do appreciate the time as always. Where can the guys find all your new radio stuff and all that?
All my social media is Uncle Creepy MMA. Snapchat, I think, is Uncle Creepy MMA 1. 2 American Animals is all the social media for my radio show. My podcast is Storytime with Uncle Creepy. And we have a new fight shirt out. It's Uncle Creepy's School of Fisticuffs.
There you go, guys.
That'll be the new shirt for the this one. And then also, we made a new company because obviously my hand says Violent Ends on it. The merchandising company that makes my fight shirts and all that stuff, we made a company called Violent Ends. So we're working on the website, and that'll be a cool kind of t-shirt brand to, take all the weird concepts and sayings and stuff that we have and put them on shirts. So we'll see how that goes.
Great stuff.
So check it out, violentends.com.
Hit it up, guys. Ian, looking forward to the fight on Saturday night. Can't wait for it. Always appreciate the time, my friend. And listen, actually, one fucking bone to pick with you. How come you don't follow me on Twitter yet? I've interviewed the guy 12 times. You've been on the show 12 times. This is a disgrace.
This
is an absolute...
I will go make sure I do that. Sorry.
An absolute disgrace. All right, my brother. Really appreciate the time. As always, my friend.
No worries. Thank you. See ya.
Nice one.